Angular acceleration is today's topic. Let's try and get this done under 5 minutes so you guys can review even quicker. Make sure to like and subscribe to support me. Now, a disk with a diameter of 50 centimeters spins at a constant rate of 25 radians per second. With any physics problem you come across, always try to keep your units SI units. First thing first, transform this into SI units. But this is the diameter, so divide it by 2 to get the radius. Now, you have the angular velocity, 25 radians per second. Now you're searching for the linear velocity. Linear velocity is angular velocity times the radius. Multiply these both out, you get 6.25 meters per second. Now, angular acceleration is the linear velocity squared over the radius, which you find the linear velocity is equivalent to angular velocity times radius. So if you square this equation, you're going to get w squared times r squared. And for the angular acceleration, it's divided by r. So angular acceleration is either linear velocity squared over r or angular velocity squared times r. In this case, we use both, and you find we get the same answer. Linear velocity squared over r is 6.25 squared over 0.25 meters, which equals 156.25 meters per second squared. Angular acceleration, angular velocity squared times radius, 25 squared times 0.25 meters equals 156.25 meters per second squared. And that's our first angular acceleration question. Our second one, a disk with a diameter of 80 centimeters spins at a constant rate of 15 radians per second. What is the linear velocity of a point at the edge of the disk? Diameter over 2 is the radius. Radius is going to be 40 centimeters because 80 over 2 is 40. 40 centimeters divided by 100 centimeters is 0.4 meters. That's our SI unit. Now we have a radius of 0.4 meter and angular velocity of 15 radians per second. A, what is the linear velocity? V equals omega times r. Angular velocity times radius is always a linear velocity. So we're going to multiply 15 radians per second times 0.4 meters, giving us 6 meters per second. By the way, acceleration can also be written like this. Now, acceleration, radial acceleration of the disk, we're going to use omega squared times radius. And omega squared, 15 radians per second squared is 225 times the radius 0.4 is going to give us 90 meters per second squared. I hope you enjoyed this physics video. Subscribe and like for more.